This is your home for the Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.
Alford is going to hand it off to Cody Buck up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone.
Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. 48 years of Hayden tradition and excellence. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com.
Bergen going to set up Padgett nicely. Carr with his third rebound, kicks it to Talon Torres. Now Ryder and I going to try a mid-range jump shot, and that's good. Bailey Smith open in the corner for three, up and in. Third goal from the four. He'll swing it out right side, looking for the corner, the end zone, and he will make it. Another Bulldog touchdown.
It's time for the Bulldogs on your home for Baldwin High School Athletics. Baldwin Sports Live.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Baldwin City, Kansas. We are inside the doghouse as the postseason begins tonight, the first round of Sub-State, and your number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs at 16-4 will be hosting the number 13 seed, the Bishop Miege Stags, at Shawnee Mission, Kansas. They play in the Eastern Kansas League. Mentioned they 6-14 coming in. They've lost 3 straight games, and they have lost 6 of their last 7 games, including last Friday night where they lost at home to Blue Valley 47-61. Baldwin, on the other hand, they're also coming off a loss at Bonner Springs on the last day of the regular season last Friday night, 57-55, a bit of a heartbreaker. The end of that game, they trailed the entire game, but ended up tying it up with 55 with 30 seconds left, did Baldwin, but unfortunately unable to close that game out and came away with their 4th loss of the year, but still clinched the number 4 seed in a home game, at least for the first round here, and possibly the second round if they can get a win here tonight against Bishop Miege. Glad you could join us here. This is the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Ryan Hilmer alongside Bryce Kessler tonight. We will take our first break, and on the other side we'll come back in, break down this game between the Bulldogs and the Stags, and tell you about the brackets. I'll pop those up and see all the other matchups going on as Sub-State gets kicked off tonight on the boys' side. This is the Baldwin State Bank pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. This is the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For 132 years now, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. Back here inside the doghouse, breaking down this sub-state semifinal matchup between the number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs coming in at 16-4 and the number 13 Bishop Miege Stags. They come in at 6-14. Bishop Miege went 3-18 last year. They have improved a little bit. They do have to replace a pretty good player, probably their best player last year in Howard Peoples. He was, honorable mention All-State, second team All-League last year, but they do return one player with accolades from last year. That's number 12, a sophomore. He was honorable mention All-League, Liam Tesmer. And number 12, he's probably their best player, so keep an eye on number 12 for Bishop Miege here tonight. Another thing, at 6-14, you'd think this is not a very talented team. It's a pretty good team. I've watched some tape of them. They play a daunting schedule, Bishop Miege does. They played 7 6A games, 7 5A games, and only 4 games against fellow 4A opponents. Played 1 3A team and also Heritage Christian. So they have kind of been through the gauntlet already this year, and you kind of look at that record at 6-14, you might think Baldwin's going to have an easy time tonight, but definitely not. This is a good basketball team and a good tradition. They've won 7 state titles since 2001 was their first. 2001 in 2010, 16, 17, 18, they went 3 in a row, and then back-to-back in 21 and 22. This year, they average 56 points per game, and they give up 60 points per game. That's right around scoring-wise what Baldwin scores is 56 points per game, but Baldwin much better defensively this year. They give up 42 points per game as opposed to the 60 for Bishop Miege, so you can tell the Stags like to get up and down and run. Mentioned earlier, Baldwin coming off a loss by 2 at Bonner Springs on the last day of the regular season. That was a tough game. Mentioned they trailed the entire game up until 30 seconds left. They tied it up at 55. Were unable to close that thing out. They did shoot pretty well, 54%. They knocked down 5 of 13 threes and 10 of 10 from the free throw line. So that's going to be one of my keys tonight is get to the free throw line, because Baldwin, their last 2 or 3 games, have been very, very efficient from there, but they lost the transition game 14-0 against Bonner Springs. That can't happen here tonight. Mentioned Bishop Miege likes to get up and down just like Baldwin, and so if they can do a little better and win the transition points here tonight, that's going to go a long way. And Bonner Springs also hit 8 of 17 threes, and sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do when they're knocking them down at that kind of clip. There's a lot of good closeouts and just tough shots made by Bonner Springs last Friday night. So we'll see how the Bulldogs rebound here as they come in at 16-4, coming off only their 4th loss of the year. In terms of this series history, if you're wondering, they've only played once before this, going back to about 2007. They played in 2021, and it was the same scenario, sub-state semifinal, and Bishop Miege rolled Baldwin 83-25, and that was the lone matchup between these two schools. A couple of guys had good games on that Friday night game in Bonner Springs. Cooper Carr continued his great year. He had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. And Leo Schoenberger as well. He's second on the team, averaging 13 points per game, leading the team in rebounding. He got 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal, but he did turn it over 5 times, so that's going to be something Leo's going to want to turn around here tonight. In case you're interested in terms of the boys bracket, here is the top half. You can see Baldwin right there in sub-state number 2 taking on Bishop Miege. Coffeyville or Field Kinley High School is taking on Holton. That game has been moved to Thursday because of some weather coming into the area. But Ottawa hosting Labette County and Parsons hosting Eudora tonight as well. That's the top half of the bracket, and the bottom half looks like this with Rock Creek hosting Tonganoxie, Hayden taking on Independence, Chanute hosting Wamego, and Atchison taking on Payola. So that is all happening tonight. The girls will be in action tomorrow night. If you're curious, this is what their bracket looks like. Baldwin going to be on the road going to Coffeyville tomorrow. I'll be down there to have the call on Baldwin Sports Live playing Field Kinley High School. You see Hayden or Chanute awaits the winner of that game. Let's go ahead and take a break on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll get Bryce's thoughts on the game here tonight and also bring you some keys to victory tonight for the Bulldogs. This is the Baldwin State Bank pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. When you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. The Bulldogs getting set to take on the Bishop Miege Stags out of Shawnee Mission, Kansas. It's time now to bring you some keys to tonight's game for Baldwin. I'll pop those up on your screen. Talked about it a little bit in the open there. Number one, win the transition game. Like I said, they got smoked 14-0 in Bonner in transition. It's not like Baldwin. They like to get out and run, get some easy buckets. So we'll see if they can turn that around here tonight. Number two, I put earn extra possessions. That goes twofold for getting some offensive rebounds and some second chances and also trying to force some turnovers, something that Baldwin has done a good job of. They're forcing 15 turnovers a game from opponents this year, so if they can continue to do that, I think they'll have a good chance at things tonight. And then, like I said, get to the free throw line. Baldwin went 10 of 10 in Bonner from the free throw line. They've been very good down the stretch here about the last quarter of the year in terms of their efficiency from the free throw line. So those are going to be my three keys to the game tonight. Bryce, if you got anything to add, what are you expecting to see here tonight?
Well, to add to your point on the earn extra possessions, anybody who's a Kansas Jayhawks basketball fan, and I know it's been a tough watch this year for KU fans, but if you watched the game last night against Houston, that key right there, that earn extra possessions, all the offensive rebounds that the Cougars had, all the turnovers, the 20-6 differential in turnovers, and KU still only lost that game by, 6 points, despite having a minus 14 in the turnovers and giving up, I think, 20 offensive rebounds or something close to that in that game. So you're right, those extra possessions, that was what won the game for Houston in a matchup of two really good teams last night. And, we got a matchup of two really good teams again here tonight. You mentioned it in the top that, the record, you got to have to throw that out the window. when you talk about the Bishop Miege team this year, that they do play a tough schedule. There's no question there's easier draws you could have had as the number 4 seed in the East than this matchup. But hey, if you think you're one of the best teams that could go and win a state championship, and Baldwin believes they are a team that can do that, then guess what? You're going to have to win games like this at some point anyway. So why not just jumpstart your postseason run with a game like this, fuel that momentum, fuel that confidence. So, in a way, I think as a competitor, as an athlete, you embrace situations like this to say, hey, bring us the best. Let's go take them down, and let's just start this run right now. We don't need to ease our way into this. We played 20 ball games this year. If we're not ready to go play a big-time game by this point, then what have we been doing for the last several months? You've prepared all this season to play a big-time game at this time of the year. So here it is, on your home floor. Let's get the postseason started right. So, I think this is an awesome opportunity for the Bulldogs here in this game tonight in front of their home crowd. The pep band's rocking over there. It's just a great night outside of the weather. That part's not nice, but, inside the doghouse here, it's beautiful. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the guys, respond to this matchup here tonight and come out here on their home floor and put together a postseason caliber performance. Yeah,
100%. Baldwin did kind of limp down the stretch of their season. The last 4 games, they didn't play quite up to their par. Didn't shoot the ball well against Eudora. They did play pretty well against Ottawa at home here on that Friday night, but ended up dropping that game late in the 4th. They kind of fell apart. And then the last 2 games, they really haven't shot the ball very well. I think a part of that, just personally, might be looking forward to sub-state and some of the games that matter here, but that's just my personal opinion. We'll see how Baldwin comes out here tonight. I think they're going to be on fire and ready to play because this is going to be a big one and a fun one here tonight. The 4th-ranked Baldwin Bulldogs taking on number 13 Bishop Miege Stags. We'll step aside one more time on the pregame show. On the other side, we should have national anthem and then starting lineups and opening tip-off from Baldwin. This has been the Baldwin State Bank pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City, Kansas, inside the Doghouse tonight for this sub-state semifinal matchup. Just finished with the national anthem and just about set for the starting lineups. Pregame show was brought to us by the Baldwin State Bank. Get that off and pop up the starting lineups. Also the boys digital program, the QR code there that you can scan. Got the roster, stats, some records, and a whole bunch of good stuff. Same 5 starters for Baldwin: Gus Boyle, 6'2" senior, Cooper Carr, Ethan Smazel, Leo Schoenberger, and Colton Collum. Going to be the 5 for Baldwin. For Bishop Miege, they'll look like this. Keenan Polson, the freshman, in the starting lineup. Number 2, Cavante Hudson, a junior. Number 11, John Tucker, the 4th, is the lone senior in the starting lineup. And then Liam Tesmer, I mentioned him a little bit in the open. Keep an eye on him here as honorable mention all-league last year. He's one of their better players. And number 25, Luke Nelson, is a junior. So those are the starting lineups still getting announced here in the house. Let me pop up our upcoming broadcast schedule. Like I mentioned, tomorrow night we will be down in Coffeyville as the Bulldogs take on Field Kinley High School. The Golden Tornadoes, I believe they are, or something like that. So that'll be the girls' sub-state semifinal tomorrow. 6 o'clock tip-off that game, not 7. So 6 o'clock the tip-off, 5:40 the pregame. Go to varsitysportslive.com for more information. Just about set for the opening tip-off. Let me tell you about the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Get ready for the ultimate indoor golf experience as registration is now open for the Masters Golf Simulator Tournament. Signing up gets you 2 18-hole rounds on the simulator as well as an exclusive BCRC golf t-shirt. The tournament takes place from March 31st to April 13th. The fee is $40 per golfer and the deadline for registration is March 14th, so don't wait. Go to baldwinrec.org for more information. All right, Bryce, here we go. We are all set. Good crowd on hand here. Baldwin going to be in their home whites with the purple trim. Bishop Miege in their road red uniforms with some white and blue trim on the sides. Baldwin going to go right to left. And I'm pumped up, ready to get this one underway.
Yeah, every basketball game you want to get off to a good start, but it's postseason time. There's little extra jitters maybe. You know, it's they try the old coach speak, hey, it's just another game. Well, no, it's not. It's an important game. There's a lot on the line in this one. So you got to embrace that, but at the same time, you got to settle in quickly and play your game.
Winner moves on. Loser goes home. John Tucker, the 4th's first three-point attempt, no good. Leo Schoenberger, the rebound. Here comes Cooper Carr. Carr leading the team, 18 points per game, also leading in assists, steals, and blocks. He's actually broke his own single-season steals record. Keeps adding to that. Here's Boyle left side, had that ripped away and stolen. And here comes Bishop Miege. Missing the layup, Luke Nelson. It's tapped around and Boyle comes away with it. Carr gonna pull up from the free throw line, rattles it out. It's a good shot. That's Carr's spot right there from the mid-range. Here come the Stags the other way at 6-14. Their head coach, Jacob Darrett, head coach for your Baldwin Bulldogs, Donnie Blanchett in his 5th year. Kick it out, open 3 for John Tucker again. That's off back iron and a long rebound out to Ethan Smazel.
Couple of really good looks to start this game for Bishop Miege. None of them have dropped, but Baldwin's not going to want to live by giving up open threes like they've given up 2 looks already.
We'll get the ball back up top to Cooper Carr, set something up. One thing to note, no shot clock in the sub-states here, so don't have to worry about that. I know Baldwin was kind of used to that. About 3/4 of their game they played with the shot clock, but not in Bonner Springs as Cooper Carr gets down the lane and lays it home.
And to your point, Ryan, to me, it's an easier transition going from used to playing with the shot clock to not having to play with it as opposed to the other way around. So I don't see that as really affecting the way Baldwin's going to play or anything tonight.
Liam Tesmer gets Bishop Miege on the board and gives them their first lead, knocks down the triple. There's Leo Schoenberger coming off an 18.8 rebound game, and Bonner gets it down to Collum. Collum also had a nice game, 13 points, 3 rebounds. He got shoved from behind, and that was Phil Jones, the big senior. It'll be his first personal and a baseline inbounds here for Baldwin.
Bishop Miege, kind of like Baldwin, they don't just have any monster guys down there necessarily, but they're pretty good size and length across the board, kind of, again, similar to how Baldwin is. So really this is a game almost 1 through 5. You're going to just see guys be able to match up across the board.
And a reach-in foul there. I think it's going to go against Tucker, and it will. His first, reaching in on Carr. Second team foul.
We talked about getting to the line, Ryan, and there's 2 quick fouls. You get the 5 fouls, you get to the line a couple of minutes into this first quarter. So see if Baldwin can continue to attack.
Carr gets it from Schoenberger, going to go baseline. Now a jump pass gets intercepted. Was picked off by Keenan Polson. And here he has it, jogs it up. 2 turnovers already for Baldwin. Polson goes baseline, a runner drops in there. 5-2 start for the Stags. Get it to Smazel, work it up top. Colton Collum open for 3, rolls in and out of there. Baldwin hoping for a little bit of a better shooting night than they've had the last few games of the regular season as Tucker Polson in transition gets fouled.
That's 2 times in a row now that Polson's been able to just really without much resistance get to the basket. This time he did get resisted a little bit, of course, with the foul, but it wasn't a lot there. Almost gave up a second straight layup to Polson, so we're going to need to shut that down.
Baseline inbounds here for Miege.
Obviously, he's comfortable going left. In my prep work, I did not pay attention if he's a natural lefty or not. I'll have to see the next time he shoots the ball, but
I believe he's right-handed. I could be wrong on that.
But regardless, he's comfortable going left with the dribble, obviously. So as a defender, you can't just let him blow by that direction because that's twice he's taken it to the rack now.
Here he has it left side guarded by Smazel. There's a right-handed jump shot.
I was going to say our answer is on point. Thank you, young man. But anyway, so yeah, that's sometimes in the scout you say, okay, he's a righty, so we're gonna make him go left. Well, he's shown he's comfortable doing that. So Bishop Miege playing with a good balance offensively right now. They look comfortable down on that end. Baldwin has yet to look super comfortable to me on the offensive end so far. You mentioned a couple of turnovers and they've had a couple of decent looks as well. That mid-range pull-up by Cooper was a nice shot. Collins' 3 was an open look as well. So see if Baldwin can settle in here, get a shot to drop.
Logan Scott, the sophomore, checked into the game for Gus Boyle. Schoenberger going to try a 3, comes up short. Rebound's tapped out, and Smazel's going to have a second chance at it, and he drills it. Knocks down the 3. Smazel's 12th 3 of the year. It's a big one for Baldwin. It ties it up at 5. Getting down the lane, John Tucker, the 4th. Up and in for his first 2 points. Bishop Miege takes the lead back. Here's Scott, momentarily had it knocked away, gets it off to Smazel. That pass was deflected. You can tell Miege very active defensively. They'll throw a little bit of full court pressure in there, as you saw the other possession. Carr, nice move, spins to the baseline, runner gets in there.
Nice move for sure. What a nice quick spin move. Controlled spin move though. He kept his body balanced, got his eyes up on the rim to finish it. Well done.
Tucker back to Polson, guarded by Smazel, hand it back to Tucker. Work it left side to Tesmer. He's knocked down a 3 already. He'll try to penetrate. Good move, and it blocked down there by Collum, but a foul.
I said that foul better be on Carr. Oh, it's not. They're going to call it on Colum. It looked to me like a very clean play up top. There maybe was a little body contact, I thought, from Carr, but that's a tough one for Baldwin on a very good defensive play. Of course, we don't get the beauty of a replay to check it out again. And I love the aggressiveness coming over there, though, to make that play. And
good rotations, yeah.
Yeah, by Colum to go up there and contest, and unfortunately he just doesn't get away with it on that one.
So Tesmer to the line for 2, rolls in the first shot.
Now both these teams, Ryan, you can tell our offenses are going to go with how their penetrating guards are able to conduct things, whether that's Cooper on the offensive side for Baldwin, or clearly the trio of guards really on the outside here for Bishop Miege. They've all had the ball in their hands and been able to get it to the bucket. So this is going to be a fun game out on the perimeter. That on-ball defense has got to be on point.
Tesmer with 5 points here in the early going. Baldwin gets it to Carr, mid-post area. Boyle couldn't quite handle that pass. Corrals it in. Had that ball tipped, deflected. Good break there for Baldwin. Tough angle for me, but must have went off Bishop Miege.
And that's close to a handful or more tip passes now from that Bishop Miege defense. Oh, that looked like that could have been another kind of push out there from Jones underneath.
Instead, Schoenberger takes it in and powers it up off the window for his first 2.
And a good job taking advantage of that open space in the backside. They had that inbounds play there set to be nobody in there, no help defender in there, and try to get that ball to Colum, and he got pushed out of there, wasn't able to get the pass, but Colum doing it, or rather Schoenberger, good job attacking where there was no defense.
Keep an eye on 50 down there. Phil Jones, the senior. He's not huge in terms of height, but he's a big boy, and here he has it. Through the lane, got fouled, and he's going to get to the line for 2. But he showed up a little bit on film. He had some nice games.
And they called that on Scott, who reached in to try to rake that ball out. And I bring that up because Colum was the primary defender there, and he already has the 1. Yep. So Baldwin did not want to see a second foul tag to Colton Colum there. And luckily it was called on Scott, so it's just his first, and Colum only has the 1. You're right on Jones, who's going to check out of the game there, you see, but he's a physical player underneath, and that, depending on how things get called underneath, that could be a benefit or a detriment.
And to your point, they take Colum out with that 1 foul, give him a little rest, avoid some foul trouble early into the game. For the first time, Creighton Frost has had a nice end of the year here. Hit some big shots down the stretch. Schoenberger with that rebound.
And with Jones going out of the game is another foul on Bishop Miege out here on the perimeter as Jaden McDaniel picks up that one. But with Jones going out of the game, a little smaller than for Miege, so it's a chance to get Colum a rest as well. I would imagine as soon as Jones comes back, you're going to see Colum come back as well, if not before. In fact, he is going to come. He just checked back in. Colton did.
Timeout Bishop Miege. That'll be their first. We are tied up at 9. Give me a chance to let you know our presenting sponsors, Hayden Outdoors Live. Shad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they would like you to discover the Lone Star Haven. It's a 120-acre property near Lone Star Lake, Kansas, and offers a mix of open hayfields and recreational opportunities. This farm is perfect for hay production or grazing, while also providing an excellent habitat for wildlife. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666.
Playoff hoops in the doghouse, man. That's a great start to this game.
Nothing better. Good crowd on hand, great atmosphere. Baldwin's going to have it out of the timeout. Get it in dangerously to Cooper Carr. But now with a numbers advantage, Creighton Frost left open for 3. He has been a three-point specialist here the last 3 or 4 weeks.
And he's hit some big ones, hasn't he?
Against Tonganoxie, Baldwin was trailing most of that game, and he hit a huge 3 to keep them in that game. And eventually Cooper wins it with the 4-point play.
Frost out of the game after that. A good job following the shot. Nearly was able to come away with an offensive rebound, but
here's Tesmer open for 3 up top. Off the mark, but Tucker an offensive rebound. Will give Bishop Miege an extra possession. Tesmer can shoot it, and he's pretty quick off the dribble as well. This time Jaden McDaniel pulling up, and possibly an over the back on Cooper Carr. I think that's the call. And it is first personal on Cooper. Now the 5th team foul, so Bishop Miege in the bonus and to the line. Tesmer knocked down 2 free throws earlier. First shot here rolls out. Second shot good. He's got 6 points now. Bishop Miege back to a 1-point lead. Break that pressure. Smazel has it. He'll get it up top to Schoenberger. Carr gonna refuse a column screen. Once again, no shot clock, so you don't have to worry about that. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Ooh, a bad pass there. Boyle. Smazel couldn't handle it. Here comes Polson in transition, lays it home. Third Baldwin turnover. Get it to the corner. Ethan Smazel for 3, rattles home. That's his second 3 of the night. Just when Baldwin has needed a lift a couple of times, Ethan Smazel comes through with a triple. Crowd getting into it now, 12 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Last shot gonna go to the Stags. Tesmer penetrates, kicks it out. Here comes Tucker, lays it home with the right hand. Long shot from Carr is off the mark, and that is how the first quarter will end. A competitive game and a good one. 14-12, Bishop Miege leads it after 1. This is Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back here. Start of quarter number 2. Baldwin City, Kansas. We are inside the doghouse. Baldwin earning themselves a home game here in Sub-State. There's a nice bounce pass from Smazel to Collum, who lays it home.
How about Smazel? 8 points or 6 points on a couple of threes, Ryan. He's
playing
creating
great
buckets there. Excellent start to this game.
Baldwin ties it up for the 5th time already tonight. The back and forth first quarter. Polson trying to penetrate the middle of the lane, misses it in there. A lot of Baldwin defenders. Boyle clears the rebound.
Yeah, strong board there by Boyle in the traffic. Good job.
Carr going to use that column screen. Now pull up for 3, and he drilled it. Carr's 27th 3 of the year. He's got 7 points tonight, and Baldwin takes their first lead since 2-0.
Absolutely.
Travel. First Bishop Miege turnover.
Yeah, first time in this game where there's a little bit of a momentum swing onto the Baldwin side. You feel like, Ryan, in what's been a very back and forth game so far. Phil Jones is checked back in now for Bishop Miege, so let's see if his strength in the inside impacts what Baldwin's able to do down there. But you feel like they've got the rhythm now offensively. Their confidence is up here on this end of the floor, and things are going well for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, shots starting to drop as well. Schoenberger up top to Boyle, now Carr. Cooper going to refuse a screen this time, guarded by Tesmer. Like I said, he's pretty quick. Schoenberger drives baseline. Can he power it up? Couldn't bank it in off the glass, and here come the Stags. A foul there on Boyle.
Yeah, that's tough. I think Gus did a great job of closing out tight on him there and not giving him much room to come back down. The problem was it looked like he reached a hand in there too. And that's one of those, kind of like when you go up to block a shot sometimes when you're in great position and you don't have to slap down. I think that was kind of the situation there. Defensively positioned, he played it just right, and he just got a little greedy with the hands, and that's what the official saw to make the call.
First personal foul on Boyle. First team foul here in the second quarter. Tesmer's drive shut off by Carr that time. Working around to Polson. Faked on a three. Gets it to Tucker. Now Polson's going to try a deep three. No good. Carr the rebound. Baldwin going to try to build on their three-point lead.
And, obviously he's willing to take the shot. He just did.
Smazel tries it again from that same corner where he hit a couple.
But I think if you're Baldwin, you have to live with him taking that shot from 4 or 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Don't fall for that shot fake and leave your feet given the driving lane.
Blocked that time. The three-point attempt from Polson. Cooper Carr rising up, blocking it out of bounds. Once again, though, a nice drive and kick by Tesmer. Bishop Miege will have an awkward angle inbound here. Get it into Polson. They'll work it down low to Phil Jones. Nice hop step in the lane. Couldn't convert. Good defense, Colton Collum. Here comes Carr.
A great job just staying straight up. We just talked about using those hands. That time he just stayed straight up, played it perfectly, let his size do the defending.
Boyle misses on a three. Here comes Tesmer in transition. Lays it off nicely to Luke Nelson, who gets fouled.
Yeah, nice foul. I wasn't sure he saw Nelson trailing there because he never really looked at him. It was one of those kind of just used the peripheral vision to see him right there. So that was a good layoff by Tesmer to Nelson, who's going to have a chance to earn him at the line.
First free throws here for Luke Nelson, the junior. Foul was whistled on Leo Schoenberger, his first. First shot, no good.
And I say this, Ryan, with my fingers crossed, but for as many fouls as Baldwin has committed, 7 of them now, nobody has more than one. They have spread them out. So, I say that, knock on wood or whatever we want to do, but they've not had any foul issues yet, despite the fact that they've piled up 7 personal fouls or 17 fouls.
Both shots no good. Collum clears the rebound. Another chance to add on to that three-point lead. Scott open for three in the corner. Too strong. Scott's been a good contributor off the bench this year. Missed about 7 games, though. The floater wouldn't drop from Polson, and Carr another rebound. Here comes Schoenberger the other way. He'll give Carr a screen. Tesmer comes out to double. Scott thought about another one, dumps it inside nicely to Leo, but on the floor, a foul gets called.
A good decision by Scott. I like the fact that he was willing to pull the trigger again after he had just missed one, but don't force it, and you give that look, but understand you got a better shot, pass up a good shot to get a great shot, and that certainly worked out there. Of course, the foul negates the shot, but they'll charge a second foul now on Phil Jones, so it's still a win, if you will, in that regard.
Yeah, and he's going to have to come out of the game, sit down. There's a nice inbounds play, but Jackson Rude freshly into the game. Couldn't convert. Here comes Tesmer the other way. 3-point Baldwin lead. Approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Left side, they were looking for Tesmer in the lane. First time into the game, Jalen Johnson, 23. He's a freshman.
It was good help by Collum to take away that cut when they were looking for Tesmer.
Jaden McDaniel on a three, comes up short, and Scott the rebound. There's Rude controlling, gets it to Scott, and now they'll give it to their main man, Cooper Carr. Carr trying to spin back to that right hand, and a little floater is good. Give him 9 points tonight, and Baldwin on a 7-0 run. Up top, McDaniel, guarded by Rude. Not a lot of movement this possession so far from the Stags. Bounce it to Nelson, guarded by Leo. Carr almost took it from Johnson, and a travel is going to give it the second turnover of the game to the Bulldogs.
Well, you talk about that offense there a little stagnant. I mean, everything that has happened positively on the offensive end for Bishop Miege has really been predicated by their penetrating guards. And if they've been able to keep the guards on the perimeter and not allow them to get past the primary defender, they've had a tough time getting anything going offensively.
Another timeout called by Bishop Miege. That'll be their second charge timeout. They'll have 3 remaining. Give me a chance to tell you about a fundraiser for the band. We've all enjoyed listening to the band this year. It's going to be March 30th at the Baldwin High School gym, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a band mattress fundraiser. So there we go, getting a good shot of the pep band over there. So once again, that's March 30th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Baldwin High School gym. It is a band mattress fundraiser to help support the Baldwin band, so make sure you come out and give your support there. Also, like to remind you, you can find our upcoming broadcast schedule in the Maple Weekly, your local weekly newspaper with the latest community news and events. Feature stories, local sports, history, and more. And subscribe now for $5 a month or $50 for the full year. Subscribe now to your local weekly newspaper at baldwinmaple.com. All right, coming out of the timeout, 3:32 on the first half clock. Baldwin currently on a 7-0 run. Have got a 5-point lead. Schoenberger trying to attack baseline, backs his way in. I'll get it to Carr up top. Creighton Frost into the game. That ball knocked away. Carr able to get it back, trying to bounce it in there. Now Boyle open for 3, far corner, comes up short. Cooper there for an offensive rebound. The floater wouldn't drop either. Baldwin going to get a third crack at it. And a possession arrow is going to give it to Bishop Miege.
Good effort by the guys there. That was a great second chance look for Carr.
Comes Miege, haven't scored yet here in the second quarter. Tesmer trying to attack, gets it back to Tucker. Good closeout there by Boyle. Boyle set a new record in terms of charges taken this year. He's got 15 of them. The old record was 12. Tesmer's going to reset up top. Refuse a Nelson screen. That ball was knocked away, but a foul whistled on Cooper Carr. And that is his second personal, the first Bulldog with 2 personal fouls, third team foul. Collum back in for Frost. Now the starting 5 out there for Baldwin. Miege still looking for their first bucket here in the second quarter. Baldwin's picked up their defense. Good switch there. Schoenberger now on Tesmer. Kicks it out. Here's a 3-point attempt off the mark. Carr the rebound. Leo Schoenberger trying to leak out ahead of everybody. Gets fouled going up, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And a good lead pass by Cooper Carr to just get that ball up there. You know, he is a player that plays with poise and under control all the time, but he's not afraid to push it when it's an opportunity to do so. And nice lead pass up there to give Leo an opportunity.
Foul whistled on Jalen Johnson. His first personal, second team. Schoenberger knocks down the free throw. He went 7 of 7 in Bonner Springs.
And he's really improved at this
big time
aspect this year at the free throw line.
Knocks them both down. He's got 4 points. Baldwin extend that run. Now a 7-point lead. And a double dribble gives it right back to Baldwin. It was Jaden McDaniel whistled for it that time. Third Miege turnover. Both teams now with 3. Foul whistled on the Stags. Going to go against Keenan Polson. First personal, now the third team. Give it back to Leo on the inbound column, trying to post up down there on the block. Leo trying to get it to him. Bounce it back to Schoenberger. Gets into the middle of the lane, now to Column. Going to try an outside shot and knocks it down for three. The fourth Baldwin triple. Column's got 5 points. Now a double-digit lead for Baldwin. Polson trying to penetrate the lane. Boyle might have got a hand on him on that drive. Is it on the floor? No, 2 shots. Second foul on Boyle.
And again, it comes back to the fact that, Ryan, they're not allowing them that dribble penetration past the primary defender. Right there was the closest they've gotten in a while, and of course it results in points now for them. They've gone a while. In fact, they haven't even scored yet in this second quarter until there. So you can do the math. 6.5 minutes without scoring.
Yep. Give Baldwin some credit defensively. Miege starting to miss some shots from the outside. Both shots good from Polson. He's got 6 points tonight. Miege 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 8-point Baldwin lead. Approaching a minute here on the second quarter clock. Schoenberger had it tapped away from behind, but out of bounds to Baldwin.
Big final minute here. You want to keep this cushion and not allow that momentum to start swinging back towards Bishop Miege in this final 60 seconds. Don't want to play in a hurry, obviously, here, but you also don't want to completely just go too stagnant unless you feel confident you can waste this whole minute.
It's always tough to do,
right,
especially against an active defense. Scott comes up short, but what a rebound momentarily. Had it tapped away from him, but good effort, Leo Schoenberger. Polson kicks it out to Tucker. He'll try a corner three off back iron, no good, and a long rebound out to Smozzle. Now I think we'll hold for the last shot. Carr will control up top. Got to be wary of a 5-second closely guarded. Now he's got some trouble, gets it off to Scott. He'll give it right back. Carr trying to split a couple of defenders, gets into the lane. No shot, foul on the floor.
And I think the plan was to go ahead and take this down to the final shot, but if they're going to give you a lane to go get an easy one, go ahead and go take it.
Second foul on John Tucker. Fourth team foul. Both teams now with 4. Probably won't matter with a little under 20 seconds left on the clock.
Well, but it does now not allow Bishop Miege to play as aggressively in this final 18 seconds.
That's fair. Smozzle will penetrate, gets into the lane, and a foul will send him to the line. First foul on Luke Nelson. Boyle will step to the line for the first time. Hasn't been there a ton this year, only 3 of 6 from the line. Excuse me, that's Ethan Smozzle going to the line. Misses the first shot. Smozzle, 58% free throw shooter.
He's knocked down a couple of big shots in this first half. I mean, everybody's kind of contributed in a way in this first half for Baldwin. We've seen multiple guys make some shots, get on the glass.
Second shot, no good. Splits the free throws.
No fouls.
Polson the other way quickly, no good. Schoenberger the rebound. Here comes Baldwin maybe with one more shot. Leo gonna lift it. Out of bounds, no good. And that is how the first half will end. A 24-16 lead for Baldwin, and we will head to the half, have the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. After this is Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Look back here to Baldwin City, Kansas. We've made it to the half, and the lead for Baldwin an 8-point one, 24-18, our halftime score. Halftime show brought to us by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld. Kelly and his team are there to help you protect what matters most, so call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting or stop by the office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street. To see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Baldwin Cheer Squad giving a nice halftime performance here. While they do that, I'll run down the first half numbers. I'll start with Bishop Miege. Keenan Polson had 6 points. John Tucker IV had 4 points. Liam Tesmer also had 6 points. Knocked down the only three-pointer in that first half for Bishop Miege, and he went 3 of 4 from the line. Polson also with 6 points. He went 2 of 2 from the line. Bishop Miege turned it over 3 times and went 5 of 8 from the free throw line, just 1 three-pointer. For Baldwin, they knocked down 4 threes in that first half. They also turned it over 3 times, went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Their numbers look like this. Cooper Carr hit 1 3, finished with 9 points in that first half to go along with 5 rebounds. Ethan Smozzle hit 2 big threes when Baldwin was trailing by 3 both of those times. Hit him to tie the game up. So for his 6 points, couple of rebounds, went 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Leo Schoenberger 2 of 2 from the free throw line, finishes with 4 points and 3 rebounds in that first half. And Colton Collum also knocks down a three-pointer. He had 5 points and 1 rebound in that first half. But like I mentioned, 4 threes to 1, one of the big stories in that first half for Baldwin. We'll step aside here on the halftime show, come back and get Bryce's thoughts on the first half, and also tell you more about what's coming up tomorrow, as the girls will be down in Coffeyville taking on Field Kinley High School in their semifinal game. So we'll step aside, be back with more on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Back here in Baldwin City, Kansas, a 24-16 Baldwin lead after the first half. Bring in my partner Bryce here. Good second quarter, you have to say, holding Bishop Miege to just 2 points. Baldwin knocks down 4 first half threes. And after a pretty back and forth first quarter, how does Baldwin able to turn it around there in that second quarter?
Yeah, and not just 2 points, but just 2 free throws.
That's true.
Didn't even give up a field goal in that second quarter. And to me, that was the biggest thing in that first half, is their adjustment defensively to shut down the penetration for Bishop Miege. And whether, I don't know obviously what the game plan defensively was coming into this game, whether it was just not executed in those first few minutes of this game, or whether that was the adjustment. But whatever the case was, they made a concerted effort to say, you're not going to drive past us. We're not going to leave our feet out on the perimeter. We're going to close out maybe a little shorter of you and make you have to beat us from the outside, make us, and not let those guards penetrate. So that was the biggest thing, I think, that made the big difference for them. And then offensively, I just felt like they ran good offense. Even from the start, they didn't knock down their first few shots, but they were taking good shots. And I think that's the thing in a game like this. At this point in the season, you have to play, the brand of basketball that you're used to playing, that you're comfortable playing. And if the shots don't fall, then sometimes that's just how it goes. But if you're taking good shots, you're going to get rewarded. And I thought offensively, they took good shots. They started making those good shots. And I guess the one thing maybe that they adjusted to on the offensive end is their passing. They were a little more crisp with their passing in that second quarter. We had a lot of deflected balls in the first quarter. And, that happened in that Ottawa game that I did with you here a couple of weeks back. A lot of those passes, kind of some lazy passes that were getting intercepted, getting deflected away. A few of those happened early in this game. And I don't really recall any of those happening in that second quarter. They took away what Bishop Miege wanted to do most on their end offensively. And on the offensive end for Baldwin, they just shored things up a little bit, continued to take good shots, pass up good for great shots, and they started knocking them down. And that's why you have an 8-point lead here.
100%. Good first half from Cooper Carr, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a great first half from Ethan Smazel, knocking down a couple of big-time three-pointers. So we'll see if Baldwin can hold on to this lead and advance to the sub-state championship game. We'll take one final break and have the start of the second half on the other side. The halftime show has been brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call, 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. Second half coming up on the other side.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back here. Halftime show is over with. Start of the second half is imminent. 24-16, Baldwin lead it. Back and forth first quarter. Baldwin opened the game with the first 2 points, and then Bishop Miege took the lead for the rest of the first quarter, and then Baldwin won the second quarter 12-2 and started it off on a 12-0 run. We'll see how they start off the third quarter with the possession here.
And that was important, the way they ended that first half. They did not give up the momentum, so they still have it here to start the second half.
Nice move. Cooper Carr working on the block. He's got 11 points now. 10-point lead for Baldwin. Matches their largest of the night. That pass deflected. Good hands by Collum in there helping out.
You know, on the offensive end, it's kind of a catch-22 with Cooper Carr, because I think he's as good as anybody down on the block in the post, but yet he's also the guy you want handling the ball on the perimeter, so you don't want to keep him in the post all the time, but when they put him down there and get him kind of isolated on the block with a smaller defender, he is deadly.
Nice pass there by Phil Jones across the lane to Tucker, who gets fouled, and 2 shots coming. Be the 9th and the 10th free throw attempts already for Miege. Be the first 2 for Tucker. Had 4 first half points. Foul was on Gus Boyle. That's his 3rd personal, so keep an eye on that. First shot off back iron, no good.
Now what is it now? 5 out of 10, 5 out of 9.
Yeah, 5 out of 9.
Bishop Miege. So, you know, they've been getting there, as to your point, but they really haven't taken advantage of those opportunities at the free throw line to this point.
That's a good point. Second shot here from Tucker, also no good, and Collum clears that rebound. Baldwin will take it. Now Carr is going to face a little bit of full court pressure. Gets it off to Schoenberger, and they cross the timeline. Ripped away, though, by Tesmer, and stolen here in transition, up and in. It's a nice rip there by Tesmer and a good finish. They'll run back that full court pressure. More of a enticing half-court trap kind of a defense. Leo Schoenberger gets fouled hard, falls to the floor, I should say, and he's going to get a couple of shots at the line. 3rd foul now on Phil Jones.
Leo Schoenberger at the free throw line.
Keep referencing the improvements that Schoenberger has made from the free throw line here over the past half of the year. Keep feeling like I'm going to jinx him one of these times, but he is as consistent as they have come here recently. 2 of 2 already tonight. Knocks down this one.
No such thing as the announcer's jinx. If you say it enough times, you're bound to, be incorrect or correct.
That's certainly true. Second shot coming from Leo, and rolls it out, but a nice offensive rebound by Collum, throws it out, and Baldwin's going to get an extra possession.
And the effort level has been top-notch tonight as well. I mean, both teams have played with a high level of effort in this game, but Baldwin, you really love to see the way that they are going after that extra offensive rebound or trying to gain an extra possession, and a play like that by Colton Collum just epitomizes that effort that they've played with tonight.
They have it, try to add on to their 9-point lead. Carr from the high post area. Couple of ball fakes, gets inside, left-handed scooper, wouldn't drop. Second shot at it, does drop in there. Cooper now 13 points to lead the way for Baldwin.
And again, an effort play. That's all that came down to right there from Cooper Carr, was just the effort to get the second chance.
Ooh, nice play there. Polson gets inside. Boyle thought he was going to take a charge. Instead, a floater in for Bishop Miege. The other way, Leo Schoenberger, a nice Euro step, counted, and a foul.
And that's going to be 4 on Phil Jones Jr. as well. So kind of insult to injury with that foul there being his 4th. And you're right, a great controlled Euro step there by Schoenberger to finish that one. On the other end, the all-time charges drawn leader in Bulldog history, Gus Boyle, almost had him another one. And really, the Bulldogs were Probably just fortunate that it was a no call instead of being a fourth potentially on Boyle.
Another timeout taken by Bishop Miege. That'll be their third. They'll have 2 remaining. Give me a chance to let you know the timeouts this year brought to us by Rice Precision Manufacturing. If you're looking for a great job with a growing family-owned company right here in Baldwin City, then check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're always looking to add the next great member to their team, including positions for skilled CNC machinists and operators, excellent pay, competitive benefits, a climate-controlled work environment, and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Send an email to jobs@rice-precision.com to learn more. An 11-point lead for Baldwin, their largest of the night. Schoenberger at the line, trying to add on. He's 3 of 4 from there tonight. He'll get 2 shots. I guess 1 shot, he made it and 1, so give him 8 points tonight. And a 12-point Baldwin lead. Tesmer almost had it knocked away. Up top, Polson. Now they'll work it around left side to McDaniel. Gets into the lane, stops, and a nice floater is good. That's his first 2. A quick foul on Tesmer. 13, first personal. Back off a little bit on that pressure. Schoenberger crosses the timeline. Controls up top. Going to come off a column screen. Got the switch they wanted for a second. Schoenberger tried to force it up, though, and here comes Miege the other way. Tucker has the numbers and lays it up and in. Couple of straight buckets here from Bishop Miege. Cut it to 8. Smazel. Nice bounce pass to Collum. He's got Carr up top. Instead, it's stolen by Tesmer, and here he comes in transition. Blocked by Carr from behind. Looked like a for sure lay-in for Tesmer. Great effort from Cooper Carr. Coop gets it to Boyle left side. A runner baseline, no good, but he's fouled and will head to the line. This will be Baldwin's 9th and 10th free throw attempts. 4 of 8 so far from the line. Got to take advantage of some of these.
At the free throw line for the Bulldogs, Gus Boyle.
First shot rattles around, bounces in.
All 5 starters have now scored in this game for Baldwin. So again, we talked about it early on. Everybody was having a hand in things. And so far, Boyle, we've seen his defensive efforts, his rebounding so far. Now he's contributing in the scoring column as well.
Second shot off the mark. Rebound down to Nelson. Polson that time gets baseline, fouled on the floor. I think that's what they called.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is number 4 now on Gus Boyle.
Keep an eye on that. Logan Scott checks in for Boyle.
You know, this might sound kind of backwards to say, but I feel like, you know, when Gus Boyle, when he racks up some fouls, that tells me actually that he's having a good game because, you know, his biggest role on this team is the way he can bring the effort defensively. We talk about the charges he draws. So, you know, you're going to pick up some fouls when you're in the positions defensively that he's in. So, you know, that's not a bad thing necessarily, if that makes sense.
Here come Baldwin the other way. Creighton Frost back into the game, as well as Logan Scott out there with the big 3, Schoenberger, Carr, and Collum. Approaching the midway point here in the third quarter. Carr powers his way into the lane, kicks it out. Creighton Frost comes up short. In there battling for an offensive rebound. I think they're going to whistle Creighton. They will. Third team foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul on Baldwin.
Second foul on Creighton Frost.
He's taken 2 shots. He's followed both of them and committed fouls on an attempt to follow both shots. But again, you know, you're not asking Creighton Frost to come in and play 20 minutes. You know, so when he's out there, you want him to play hard. You want him to take the shot when it's open. You want him to go in aggressively, try to get those rebounds. So that's all right.
And the last foul to give for Baldwin comes from Logan Scott. That'll be his second personal foul. Now both teams with 4 team fouls. As Frost checks out, Smozzle back in. That's ripped away and stolen by Schoenberger. Here comes Leo in transition, lays it in with the right hand. Give him 10 points tonight, an 11-point Baldwin lead.
Looks like Polson just dribbled it off the back of his own foot, and Schoenberger, Johnny on the spot, able to take advantage of it, and there he is again.
The 5th Miege turnover. Baldwin a chance to add on even more. Carr gets to the baseline, going to back Tesmer down, and a timeout going to be taken by Baldwin. That'll be their first, have 4 remaining. Give me a chance to remind you that Hayden Outdoors Real Estate is our presenting sponsor here on Baldwin Sports Live, and they want to tell you more, I should say, about the Appanoose Creek Farm in Douglas County, Kansas. It's a 135-acre farm with 104 tillable acres that is perfect for agricultural income and hunting. It's also conveniently located near Lawrence and Topeka, offering both opportunity and accessibility. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666.
You know, so far in this game, Ryan, Bishop Miege has not been able to put together any runs. If you look down their scoring column here, I mean, they've had nothing more than 5 straight points at any juncture in this game. And if Baldwin can continue to limit that, it's going to be hard for the Stags to make a comeback in this game. So that's been a good point that Baldwin's been able to make in this ball game, is every time a little spurt happens from Bishop Miege, they've been able to find an answer.
Off the inbounds, a foul on Bishop Miege. That's going against Michael Blount, the sophomore that is first checked into the game. And that's 5 team fouls, so Baldwin to the free throw line.
A big opportunity here with 3:15 still left in the quarter. Bishop Miege has picked up the aggressiveness a little bit of their defense. Obviously, they're feeling a sense of urgency here. You got 11 minutes and 15 seconds left in your season potentially, and you're down by 12. So they know they're going to have to start being a little more aggressive, taking some chances, and with 3:15 to go and being at the line the rest of the way, here's an opportunity for Baldwin to, you know, pad this lead a little bit.
Second shot is no good, and a foul on Schoenberger battling for that rebound. And we'll walk down to the other end for free throws.
So point and counterpoint, Bishop Miege has the exact same opportunity, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be at the line now, the final 3:15 of this game as well. It's a third quarter as well. But if you're Baldwin, you can be a little more conservative defensively. So you just got to understand that you don't want to let Bishop Miege try to get back into this game by shooting free throws. To this point, they haven't taken advantage of that charity stripe, but if it starts to click at any point, you don't want to give them 3 minutes worth of free throws.
Luke Nelson now 0 of 3 from the free throw line. Second shot does rattle in there. Bishop Miege now 6 of 12, 50% from the free throw line. Baldwin 6 of 11, not a whole heck of a lot better, but see who can take advantage of those points down the stretch of this third quarter as both teams in the bonus. Big Logan Scott right side, wide open in the middle. Cooper Carr, mid-range jump shot wouldn't fall, and Tesmer the rebound. Had it knocked away momentarily, got it back. Now work it to Polson. Gets into the lane, no shot. So that's not going to count, but 2 shots coming. Second foul on Smozzle. 2 of 2 from the line is Polson so far tonight. Knocks down the first shot here. Give him 9 points. Leading the way for Bishop Miege. Both shots good. 10-point Baldwin lead, facing some full court pressure. Give it back to Schoenberger, who crosses the timeline. 2:30 to play here, third quarter. Bounce it down to the block. Cooper Carr going to back in Tesmer. Power it up through some contact. No good, but he'll get 2 shots from the line.
That's some bully ball there from Cooper Carr. I mean, that was, I thought he had that spin back to his left there, which he's comfortable doing, and it was wide open, it looked like, but he was content to just having to overpower him, going straight into your chest, make you defend me, try to draw that foul.
He's got a bit of a size advantage over Tesmer if that's who's guarding him.
Well, in a lot of nights he does, against it. When you're playing the point, which that's pretty much what he is. He's kind of the point forward at times. Right now he's basically playing a 4, but yet he's the skill set of a point guard. So defensively, that's who's usually going to match up with him. So, again, that's why I say I love when they put him down on the block. You understand why they want the ball in his hand on the perimeter, but Schoenberger doing a good job here in this third quarter, kind of running that aspect of it and letting Cooper go to work down and low.
Turned into a bit of a free throw shooting contest here. His foul on Smozzle is going to be his third, and that will send Miege back to the line. Polson once again. 4 of 4 so far, knocks down the 5th.
And so I guess the point here is don't foul Polson, right? The rest of the guys have struggled to shoot free throws, but Polson has not struggled. He has knocked him down when he's been given the chance.
He leads the way with 11 points for the Stags. Make it a dozen. Foul there whistled. And once again, free throws. That's going to go against John Tucker. It'll be his 3rd personal.
Bishop Miege has only made 2 field goals since the end of the first quarter. So, to your point about turning into kind of a free throw contest here, that's not what you want to see if you're Baldwin. Continue to make them make shots from the field. They didn't make a single shot from the field in the second quarter. They had an early one here in the third quarter, and then soon after that they made another one, but then their last 8 points have come, 9 points have come at the free throw line.
Yes, indeed.
I guess 1 bucket in there, right?
They
had
got
one more.
one,
So they made 3
in there.
shots. I mean, they made 3 shots since the end of the first quarter.
Smozzle knocked down the first shot for his 7th point, make it 8 tonight. (40-29), they lead. Tucker kicks it out to Tesmer. Good defense by Baldwin, keeping him out of the lane. Tesmer pretty quick, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Nelson. Thought about a 3. Now he needs some help. Cross-court pass to Tesmer, couldn't quite control it. Not a great pass for Michael Blount. 6 Miege turnover.
I don't think Nelson's necessarily a guy who is going to take a bunch of threes, so he passed on it. But everybody right now for Bishop Miege, nobody looks like they want to take the shot. And so if you're Baldwin, that's why you just have to defend without fouling right now. And good things are going to happen on that end of the floor because the Stags just don't have anybody with that look in their eye like they are confident enough to pull up and take the jumper.
Scott hands it off to Cooper Carr. 15 points tonight. Skip pass to Collum. Now Leo drives in nicely from the top of the key, lays it in again through some contact.
Look out, cheerleaders down below as well.
Wow.
Schoenberger checking on the cheerleader down there to make sure she was okay. She kind of got sandwiched right into the support down there, so hopefully into the wall. Hopefully she's all right. What a finish, though, by Schoenberger. It didn't have very good. It almost looked like that ball kind of slipped out of his hand, or whether it was just the English he was able to put on that thing, but spinning it in, drawing the foul, and a chance to add to this 13-point lead.
That is his 2nd and 1. Knocks it down. 13 points tonight for Leo. Largest lead of the night for Baldwin at 14. Polson working on Smazel. Almost had it knocked away. Now he's going to pull up for a mid-range jump shot. Knocks it down. That's a nice shot. Give him 14 tonight. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Smazel traveled with it. 5 turnovers on Baldwin now, 6 for Miege. Nelson looking down low, and a nice pass to Wesley Marsh, who's into the game for the first time, sophomore. And he's going to go to the line.
Foul's coming number 25, Logan Scott. That's his third personal foul.
Third foul on Scott. We continue the parade to the free throw line. This will be attempts 17 and 18 of the game for Miege. First shot no good. Ten of 17 from the line so far. Both shots no good, but the rebound is loose, and Schoenberger rips it down. And he gets fouled, so 2 more shots coming for Leo.
Personal foul going number 25, Luke Nelson.
5 of 6 from the line so far.
At the free throw line, shooting 2, Leo Schoenberger.
He's got 13 points. Chance for a few more. Rutrow, no number 5. I think 5 became 2, so we'll see. Schoenberger knocks down both shots. He's got 15 to match Carr's 15. 45-31 lead. Polson gets into the lane. A runner once again wouldn't drop this time. Another foul gets whistled. On whom?
I believe it's going to be against the Bulldogs here, but looks like
Collum.
Yeah, Collum is called for it. He's got a confused look on his face as well.
Second personal foul on Colton, battling for that rebound.
A little push.
Now free throws 19 and 20 as a team for Bishop Miege. John Tucker, the fourth, will step to the line.
I mean, there's no question this is not what Baldwin wanted to do over this final 3 minutes, was put Bishop Miege to the line this many times. But the other side of this is they haven't relinquished any of their lead, though, in doing so. So luckily, they're getting away with it, if you will. But you don't want to see this continue on throughout the fourth quarter as well, because this is, a way for Bishop Miege to potentially get back into this game down 14. Again, they haven't been able to make any headway. But you don't want to turn this into the fourth quarter just like this. You want that clock to be running a little bit.
In terms of some foul trouble for Baldwin, Gus Boyle has 4. Logan Scott has 3. Ethan Smazel 3. Carr, Schoenberger, Collum, and Frost all have 2. Tucker 0 of 2 from the line so far tonight. Knocks down that shot. He's got 7 points. Knocks them both down. Full court pressure against the Dogs. 15 seconds on the third quarter clock. See if they hold for the final possession. Carr controlling up top, and a foul's going to send him to the line.
That's not good if you're Bishop Miege right there. You do not want to give Baldwin a chance to get another couple of points before the end of the quarter with a foul. at midcourt.
Second foul on Jaden McDaniel. Carr 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Make it 3. Cooper approaching his season average of 18 points. He's got 16 so far tonight. Rolls in the second shot. 15 of 20 from the line, Baldwin. Miege's last shot. Tesmer up top comes up short. And that's how the third quarter will end. So Baldwin going to take a 14-point lead to the final quarter, 47-33. This is Bulldog basketball presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome back here inside the Doghouse, Baldwin City, Kansas. A 47-33 Baldwin lead, trying to close out this sub-state semifinal game. And Miege almost turns it over, their opening possession here in the fourth quarter. Instead, Tesmer backs it out, attacks, a nice drop pass off to Phil Jones, who lays it in. Cuts the Baldwin lead to 12. Schoenberger crosses the timeline. Trying to post up Collum down there. Instead, they get it to the high post. And a nice high-low from Carr to Collum. Couldn't finish, but a foul. Was that in the act of shooting? It was. So 2 shots coming for Colton Collum. Third foul on Liam Tesmer. Collum leading the team in terms of free throw percentage this year. Right on cue. Misses that.
Normally you don't say that about a team's 5-man, but
I know, it's interesting. 81% on the year.
But of course he can shoot. You know, we've seen him step back and shoot threes as well. I mean, he's got a good shooting touch, good shooting form.
Knocked down a 3 here tonight, but comes away empty-handed from that trip to the line. Still a 12-point lead for Baldwin. Polson thought about pulling up for a 3. Instead, a runner. How did that go in?
Yes, he let him take that shot. Several steps behind the three-point line. He gives you that little shot fake. Smozzle fell for it and gave him the opening he wanted, and that was to be able to drive past him. Let him shoot that 3 from way out there at this point.
Carr working up top. They have a soft double team up there, or perhaps dropped into a zone. Baldwin turns it over.
Yeah, a little too much traffic to try to fit that pass through.
Here comes Tucker the other way for the Stags. Work it up top to their leading scorer. Polson pulls up once again in a mid-range shot. He's got 18 points now. All of a sudden, a 6-0 run has cut it to 8.
And that's the biggest run they have had this entire game. And it's finally back down to single digits, so this is a big possession. Baldwin needs to get an answer on this one to kill this little spurt they've got going.
Collum gets it back to Smozzle, far side. Schoenberger left open for 3. Up top, comes up short. It wouldn't roll in there, but we're going to stay here. A foul on Miege on the rebound. I think it's going to go against Luke Nelson. It is. His second. Well, excuse me, his fourth personal. I missed a few. So now him and Phil Jones have 4 fouls. A couple of their big guys. Second team foul. Baldwin trying to force it inside on the inbounds. They turn it over, and out in front of the pack, Polson lays it in.
Really good pass by Nelson also. That was a full court, 3/4 court basically pass, chest pass from Nelson, hit his man in stride. Good pass by the big guy.
And a timeout taken by Baldwin. An 8-0 Bishop Miege run right now has cut their lead to 6. We'll step aside and be back with more Bulldog basketball.
Right.
Well, let's see.
The official is now saying no timeout.
Okay.
No timeout was called.
All right, we'll put that back on the board. Guys coming back out. But anyway, yeah, 8-0 run right now from the Stags. This is a little bit reminiscent, Rice, of the Ottawa game. Not quite to that extent so far, but hopefully Baldwin can see this thing out. In that game, they played great for 3 quarters, and that fourth quarter was a little bit of a dud. Carr trying to get it inside to Collum, and a foul on Phil Jones, and that's going to do it. He fouls out of this game.
Yeah, frustrating night for Phil Jones Jr. He has just had a tough time staying on the floor because of the foul issues, and you can see his frustration tonight. You know, he had his mindset on a better opportunity for himself here this evening in the first round of Sub-State, but the rest of the guys are going to have to pick up the slack with him on the bench now. Baldwin just needs a bucket here. They got to kill this momentum.
Get it into Carr on the block. Kicks it out. Collum thought about a 3. Instead gives it up back to Cooper Carr. Working up top on Polson. Carr has 17. Polson has 20 tonight. That's a good matchup. Carr working right side through some contact. Gets all the way. Kicks it out. Logan Scott can't come up with the 3, but a putback and a big one from Colton Collum. The doghouse erupts. 8 points tonight for Colton.
A huge basket. Like I said, they just needed to stem the tide a little bit.
Polson 2 more, give him 22 points, keeping the Stags in this thing.
And that got away with a little push off there on that one, but a good job of finishing.
Leo fakes the pass, can't lay it in. With 4:30 to play, down by 6. The Stags can cut it even closer. And a 10-2 run right now. Polson bullies his way inside through some contact. Couldn't get it to go, but 2 shots coming.
But again, where the offense coming from? It's coming off of the penetration. There's again where they fall for a shot fake. The guy standing 3-4 feet behind the 3-point line, and it doesn't take much. You just a little bob. If you go up just a little bit, it gives them an opening. That's twice now they've been able to get inside and score off of that shot fake and get downhill. So that wasn't happening the last 2 quarters. They weren't allowing them to penetrate. Now all of a sudden, Bishop Miege guards able to once again get downhill.
First miss from the free throw line tonight from the freshman Polson. Been playing so well, it's hard to believe just a freshman, but he's now 6 of 7 from the line. Get 1 more. It's the 4th foul on Logan Scott as well. He checks out of the game. Starting 5 back out there for the Dogs. Polson knocks down the second. 5-point Baldwin lead. Ball in the hands of Cooper Carr. Splits a couple of defenders and lays it home. Lead back out to 7. Tesmer going to attack quickly. Is it a charge? What's the call?
Yeah, I think they called the foul before the contact where Boyle, because I think Boyle was certainly in position to draw the charge, but the foul was called on Cooper Carr prior to, well, I thought prior to that, but they're going to give him 2 shots.
Got the court crew out, wiping up some sweat. And, yeah, they are going to give him 2 shots. Boys lining up.
Yeah, so it's interesting because in Coach Blanchett's going to ask the same thing here. He's talking to the official down here. If the call was indeed on the reach by Cooper on the drive, then it should have been on the floor. if you were calling a block on Gus Boyle, then you can certainly see where they would say it was in the act of the shot. So interesting way that this got ruled here, and unfortunately it's not in favor of Baldwin.
Third foul on Cooper Carr. Tesmer knocks down the first shot. He's got 9 points tonight. Second shot, no good. Schoenberger clears the board. Leo facing a little bit of pressure. Going to cross the timeline now. Under 4 minutes to play in this game. Get the ball in the hands of Carr. Carr gets shut off, gives it to Smazel, gets it back. Tesmer trying to rip that thing away from Carr, almost came up with it. Pretty good effort there. Baldwin going to keep possession, 3:39 on the clock. Miege with 3 team fouls, so 1 more to give and a 30-second timeout called by Baldwin. They'll have 3 remaining. We'll step aside with them, be back with the exciting conclusion of this game in 30 seconds.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Welcome back out of the timeout, 51-45. Baldwin lead it. Nice play out of the timeout. Carr gets down the lane, but gets fouled, couldn't finish through the contact.
Yeah, you'd love to see that one go in, wouldn't you? But, you know, Cooper a chance to go to the line and earn the 2. But I like that aggressive play coming out of it. You know, there's a tendency to think if you're the team that's trailing right now that the offense is going to just try to take the air out of the ball, and certainly the clock is your friend if you're Baldwin. But at the same time, you got to stay aggressive enough to make the defense play true. And right there, an aggressive set play out of that sideline inbounds. I love it. It got him a great look, and now a chance to make it 2 points at the line.
Yeah, Baldwin has been great at those inbounds plays, both on the sideline and the baseline all year. That's a credit to some great coaching.
Well, you know, those are the one opportunities in a game where you can script what you want to happen. You get to set all the pieces, basically. You know, when live action, you can try to put guys in positions, but, you know, it's a little bit harder to do that. So just to inbound the ball, just to inbound it, has always been a pet peeve of mine. Take advantage of an opportunity to make a play out of it.
Tesmer knocks down his second 3 of the game. He's hit both of them for Miege, and that draws him closer again. 5-point game, a timeout by the Stags. We'll go ahead, step aside once again, be back in 30 seconds on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. Once again, I'd like to remind you that there is a band mattress fundraiser coming up on March 30th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Baldwin High School gym. Make sure to come out and support the band. They've done a great job all year long. Out of the timeout now, Bishop Miege only going to have 1 remaining. Baldwin still has 3 timeouts. Full court pressure being put on here. Get it into the hands of Schoenberger. 3 minutes to play in this game. No more fouls to give for Bishop Miege. The next one will put Baldwin to the line. Work it to Carr, getting double teamed now. Escapes that. Tesmer knocked it away momentarily. Carr does get it out of that double team. Now gets it back. Nice move. Jump stop into the lane. He got fouled. split a couple of defenders there.
Yeah, it's at this juncture in the game, Ryan, where if you're a ball handler for Baldwin, you have to assume that they're not going to call a foul. Every time you have it, you just have to assume that you're going to get hit, you're going to get hacked on the wrist, and they're not going to call it. You can't look for them as the officials to bail you out if you do get hit across the arm or something like that, because Bishop Miege is going to play aggressively down the stretch. So got to be really tough with the basketball and going to have to knock down some free throws down the stretch as well.
Carr perfect so far, 6 of 6. This will be Baldwin's 25th and 26th free throws of the game. Talked about one of our keys to the game was get to the line. They have certainly done that. Carr now with 22 points, looking for 23. He rolls it in. Seven-point Baldwin lead. It's been mostly Keenan Polson. A little bit of Tesmer as he drives in. Left hand scooper wouldn't fall. 2 more shots coming for him.
And I believe the 4th, right? Yep, 4 on Cooper Carr now. So that is an absolute have to keep him on the floor for this final 2:31, because we just talked about how important handling the basketball is going to be in this final 2.5 minutes for Baldwin. So keeping Cooper in the game is a must right now if you're the Bulldogs. Got to play smart if you're Cooper Carr.
First shot missed by Tesmer. He is now 4 of 7 from the line. Make it 4 of 8. Empty trip there. Baldwin will take it. Schoenberger clears his 7th rebound. Leo's done a nice job handling the ball a little bit tonight and all year as well. Cooper, nice skip pass to Boyle. They'll work it inside to Schoenberger. Can he turn over that left shoulder? He couldn't finish it, but look at the hustle play. Ethan Smazel knocked it away momentarily. Baldwin's going to get it back here. Smazel comes up with it. Baldwin doesn't have the numbers, so Cooper going to pull it out, and a foul will send him to the line.
And a great sell job really there by Cooper. I mean, no question there was some contact there, but that was a great job of selling the contact and earning another trip back to the free throw line. And that just, again, you talk about the intelligence, the IQ on the basketball floor of a guy like Cooper Carr. He always seems to be in the right spots and making the right decisions, and that's why you trust him down the stretch to play smartly. And if you're Cooper, the thing you have to remind yourself now is, as you have an 8-point lead, giving up 2 points right now is better than putting yourself on the bench with a 5th foul. You have to be willing to give up a point. Now, Nor, that's not his instinct, right? He likes to reach in there and try to create turnovers, but at this point, him being on the floor to handle the ball offensively is way more important than 2 points if you might give them up on this side.
And a charge taken by Ethan Smazel, and a big one.
There you go, winning plays right there. That's what it's about. You've got to be willing to step up in crunch time and sacrifice the body to make a winning play. And Ethan Smazel has had a heck of a ball game tonight. He's knocked down a couple of big shots. He had some really big shots early in this game when Bishop Miege, really the only juncture of this game when they had the momentum, Ryan, was early. And Smazel knocked down a couple of big threes, and now coming up with a big play there. He just had the ball he saved right at midcourt.
Yeah, I'll give him credit getting in there on that offensive rebound off the missed free throw as well. He's had a great game, one of those hustle guys. And here they'll inbound it to him and drug the foot a little bit. That's a tough catch, a tough ass.
Yeah, that's just you're not expecting that other defender to be there, obviously. And you can try and holler to your teammate in that situation, but that's just, that was just passing him into trouble.
Minute 50 left on the clock. 8-point Baldwin lead. That one goes through the hands and through the legs of Marsh and out of bounds for the 7th Miege turnover. Minute 41 left on the clock. They get it into Carr's hands. Carr's 9 of 10 from the free throw line. There's Schoenberger splitting through the lane. Couldn't finish the and one attempt that time, but he's going to get a couple. This is going to be the 29th and 30th free throws of the game for Baldwin.
Yeah, and again, I like the fact that they continue to attack, right? You're up 8. There's only a minute 33. Some senses would say, hey, just try to pass the ball around and play uber conservative, and that's fine once you get into a true half-court set. Like, okay, yeah, then we don't need to try to be threading passes through windows and things like that when we're in the half-court, but when they're in chase mode like that and you got a lane to get to the basket, go ahead, attack, get those 2 points or get a chance to go to the free throw line.
Leo back to the line. He is 7 of 8 tonight. First shot rattles out of there. Leo 15 points, 7 rebounds. Comes up empty on that trip. Still an 8-point lead, minute and a half to play for Baldwin.
Yeah, you're all right, just got to defend.
Polson going to try a three. He's been hot here down the stretch, but way off the mark that time. He's going to be a good player, just a freshman.
Yeah, he's had a really good ball game.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, but again, a lot of it's predicated on him being able to get to the basket. And when they've been able to keep him on the perimeter and make him be a jump shooter, he has not been as effective.
Comes Carr, breaks the pressure, gets double teamed, has it taken away from him by Polson. Out in front, laying it home is Tesmer. Now more full court pressure and a timeout by Baldwin.
And I was just going to say, Ryan, you have 3 timeouts here if you're Baldwin. So if you find yourself in a predicament, you feel a little pressured, you feel like you're in trouble, don't be afraid to use one. Of course, that 3 is now 2, but still 2 timeouts in your pocket with a minute 3. You got to be aware of that and know how to use those.
All right, timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Back here, Baldwin City, Kansas. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. 63 seconds left on the clock. Bishop Miege has now had 2 guys foul out. A couple of their big guys, Phil Jones and Luke Nelson, both with 5 fouls and out of this game. In terms of foul trouble for Baldwin, Cooper Carr has 4 fouls, and Gus Boyle also has 4. Smozzle has 3, and Logan Scott has 4.
Again, you mentioned earlier, no shot clock here in this game tonight in the postseason, so at some point, Bishop Miege will likely have to start fouling, but that doesn't have to happen right away.
Get it into the hands of Cooper Carr, and he gets fouled. It's on 11, and that's 5 on John Tucker. So he's now the 3rd Stag to foul out of this game. Carr at 24 points, looking for more. 9 of 10 from the line so far. It's about 90%, Bryce. A little quick math for you.
I'm glad you could do that math.
Goodland math.
If you couldn't do that one, I was going to be worried about you. But you know what they say, right? That, free throws are free throws, but free throws in this situation, that percentage, you can kind of throw that out the window. Some guys can step up in the clutch and make them. Other guys tighten up when it gets down to crunch time. So, you should, as they say, you take the free throw percentage. What's their free throw percentage in crunch time, right? Because that's your true shooter. That's your free throw percentage, not when a blowout game. And so
I like that stat. That
Cooper's an opportunity here to knock down some big ones.
Knocks down the first big one. Give him 25 points tonight. Rattles in the second shot. 8-point Baldwin lead. Here quickly comes the Stags. 3 by McDaniel won't drop. Rebound being batted around. Out of bounds to Miege. .42 seconds left. Baldwin trying to get to their 3rd straight sub-state title game. Go to the state tournament for the 3rd straight year. A lot of work to do here as Schoenberger whistled for his 3rd personal foul. It's the 4th team foul. Polson will head back to the line, 7 of 8 so far tonight. Comes up short there. rattles that one home. He's got 24 points now. Seven-point advantage for Baldwin. Can they break the pressure? They do. Schoenberger driving inside. Nice ball fake up and in. 17 from Leo tonight. Things getting desperate now for Bishop Miege. Long shot off the mark. Carr controls it, and they might be able to dribble this thing out. Everybody standing now inside the doghouse.
Took a timeout. You couldn't see in the camera. We can't see it either, but a timeout was taken by Baldwin here.
So Baldwin going to use their second to last timeout. We'll keep it right here, 62-51 the lead, only 13 seconds left. Baldwin started out this game with the first bucket, and then Bishop Miege answered and led most of the first quarter, but Baldwin started out the second quarter on a 12-0 run. And since that point, we've kind of been back and forth a little bit, but that was kind of the separator that gave Baldwin their big lead, and have kind of held on since then.
I thought the second and third quarters were about as well of a defensive game that the Bulldogs have played. I haven't watched every game this year, but that was really good defense in that second and third quarter. That's what propelled them into this position. They were good enough offensively tonight, too. I thought the offense was very effective tonight, but it was the defensive end. I thought they had a little bit of a relapse early in this fourth quarter on that defensive end. They started kind of allowing Bishop Miege to once again get into the lane and create, but they've buckled down once again here in this final minutes and have pulled out to another commanding lead here in the final seconds.
Well, inbounded to Smozzle. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. Try to add on here. And another thing, Baldwin, I think, down the stretch here, like you mentioned earlier, have been much better passing the ball. Some crisp passes. They've turned it over a few times, but not a whole lot of live ball turnovers. And before that free throw timeout.
As Smozzle had the ball getting ready to shoot.
They're going to ice him.
That's a true icing. Usually you have to ice before they get the free throw, or get the ball. But no, you're right. They've shored things up, and they have not. Bishop Miege is a good, lengthy defense. We saw it early on in this game. So they're a team that's going to force you to turn the ball over a few times, and Baldwin has avoided that for the most part in this game. And they've played a very good all-around basketball game here tonight to earn what's looking like a victory, barring something wild happening in this final 12 seconds.
You can see there, pop up the bracket there. Winner of this game going to take on the winner of Field Kinley High School and Holton. That game's not going to be until Thursday, though. They postponed it due to some weather, so we'll see how that game shakes out. Looks like Baldwin's going to hold on here unless a miracle occurs.
The pros and cons, I guess, of that game being pushed to Thursday. Pro for you if you're Baldwin is they are going to be playing on a back-to-back, but the con is you're not going to know who you're playing, so you can't really do the whole game plan and the scouting yet.
Yep. Smozzle rolls in that first shot. He's got 9 points tonight. He's had a great game. 3 of 5 from the line. He's knocked down a couple of threes.
He's, a bucket shy of his season high or career high here tonight. I mean, that's talk about a great opportunity or a great moment to step up and have a big game.
Yeah, just a point shy now of his career high. Last shot by Miege, no good. Collum rips down the rebound. Are they going to foul one more time? They won't. Baldwin will dribble it out and will head to the sub-state championship game for the third straight year. They end up beating Bishop Miege 62-51 tonight. Improve their record to 17-4 on the year. Miege will finish their season at 6-15. What a night for Baldwin. A great performance here tonight. We'll step aside and hand out our player of the game on the other side and then wrap this thing up. You've been watching Bulldog Basketball presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back here inside the Doghouse. This game has gone final. A good result for the Baldwin Bulldogs, 62-51. They beat Bishop Miege and advanced to the sub-state championship game. Time now to hand out our player of the game. Could have gave it to a lot of guys, honestly. It was a great performance from Baldwin. And going to pivot a little bit from what we normally do. A couple of great games from Carr and Schoenberger, but we're going to give the player of the game to Ethan Smazel, who stepped up and knocked down a couple of huge threes, knocked down some free throws as well, and had some big-time hustle spots here. So Ethan Smazel finishes with 10 points, couple of rebounds, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and a couple of big three-pointers that he knocked down. Bryce mentioned it earlier in that first half when Baldwin was kind of reeling a little bit in that first quarter offensively. Smazel knocked down a couple of big shots.
Yeah, I tell you, I mean, you mentioned it, guys. Everybody played well tonight. I mean, Cooper Carr had a vintage Cooper Carr game. Leo Schoenberger came up with, 17 points or so tonight, almost a double-double for him. Colton Collin with a big tip in there late. He had a couple of real good hustle plays in this game. Gus Boyle defensively had some big plays, and you go down the list. But to me, Smazel came up with obviously a great game, but the timing of when he made some of his biggest plays were at pivotal junctures in this game. When they needed some buckets early, Smazel knocked him down. When they needed a defensive stop late as Bishop Miege was making their push, he draws a charge. When they needed a guy to hustle and get on a loose ball to get an extra possession that resulted in points, Smazel was there to get it. I mean, I thought everybody played a great game, but to me, Ethan Smazel stepped up huge tonight in a must-win game. Obviously, it's postseason time, and he had a great game.
Yeah, 100%. So Ethan Smazel, our player of the game. It's brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. Let's go ahead and run down the final numbers here. We'll start with Bishop Miege. A great game from the freshman, number 1, Keenan Polson. He finishes with 24 points here tonight and went 8 of 10 from the free throw line. John Tucker had 8 points, ended up fouling out of this game. Liam Tesmer had a good game, 14 points, knocked down a couple of three-pointers. Jaden McDaniel had 2, Luke Nelson had 1, and Phil Jones added 2. Bishop Miege turned it over 7 times as a team. Now time to do some math. They went 15 of 28.
All right, so you could do 9 out of 10 as a percentage. What do you've got for 15 out of 28?
That is 40-something.
No, it's going to be above 50 because 15 of 30 would have been 50%.
Right.
If
See,
15 of 28,
good with math, I'm
you got to be a little bit above that. So you're
little
looking
above
at about
50.
56% or so.
That's right. That's why you don't test me live on the air, Bryce. All right, final numbers for Baldwin. A good night for them. August Boyle, 1 point, couple of rebounds. Had some nice hustle plays, though, did Boyle. So good performance for him. Like Bryce said earlier, great game for everybody tonight, really. And Cooper Carr, like Bryce said, a vintage game for him. 26 points tonight. And ends up going, 11 of 12 from the line. So that is a fantastic performance from the line. And 5 rebounds, a couple of assists, 2 blocks as well for Cooper Carr. So another great game for him. Ethan Smazel gave him our player of the game, finished just a point shy of his career high. 10 points, 2 rebounds, knocked down a couple of three-pointers. Leo Schoenberger had a great game himself, 17 points and 7 rebounds, and went 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Colton Collin knocked down a three-pointer, finishes with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Baldwin turns it over 9 times as a team, and they go 24 of 32 from the line. And that was one of our keys to the game, right? Get to the line, and they certainly did that tonight. So a fun night for Baldwin. They will advance to Friday night. They will host either Field Kinley High School or Holton High School. They'll play, like I said, I popped it up earlier on Thursday. So we will find out their opponent for that game Friday. Coming up on Thursday. But in terms of our upcoming broadcast schedule, I'll be in Coffeyville tomorrow. If you want to tune in for that, that's the girls' sub-state semifinal. Field Kinley High School will be our host as the Bulldogs head down south, and the girls are going to try to repeat what the boys did here tonight and advance to the sub-state championship game. Any final thoughts, Bryce, or ready to get out of here? It was a fun night, and look to see you all back here on Friday night.
Yeah,
like you said,
it was a good basketball game. I thought both teams played well tonight. I mean, Bishop Miege, credit to them for fighting back into this game. You knew that the championship pedigree that program has, they weren't going to just
100%.
lie down, and they made Baldwin earn this in the end, but the Bulldogs certainly did that. They earned it, and this is a good basketball team. They know they're a good basketball team. Obviously, they've been ranked up there all year long. They're 16, now 17-4, so they got a chance to continue to do something special, and I feel like this game right here was the perfect jumping off point for this postseason. Get challenged right off the bat. Go ahead, make a statement in game one. Set the tone for what you hope is a deep postseason run, and I don't think this night could have really gone much better for the Bulldogs.
So Baldwin improves to 17-4 on the year, a 62-51 victory. And for Bryce Kessler, I'm Ryan Hilmer signing off tonight from Baldwin.
Shout out to that little guy right there.
There he
What's
gets
up, little man?
Little camera time tonight.
Little camera time for my little guy.
How about that? All right, so we'll see you tomorrow night, everyone, from Coffeyville as the Lady Bulldogs go down to take on Field Kinley High School. Good night, everyone. Be safe. Got some weather coming into the area. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.